So, yeah. And Jayesh and Manish, right? You guys are the two people, or in Amrit?
Yeah.
You are also part of the, learners, or?
Yeah, Kishore. They are the participants. Yes.
Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, I just wanted to know whom telling to. So, yeah,
Uh,
give me a minute and let me. So, someone said like they're from SAP background, like Manish, right? So,
Manish said, and I'm from a SAP background. You know, security. I've been exposed to SAP BTP.
okay. Just a minute. Let me share my screen. Are you able to hear me? See my screen?
Yes, it's visible.
Okay. So first of all, like as many of you are aware of the SAP architecture, like should I start with like introduction to SAP and like why integration? So integration is like connecting systems. Like in a like client landscape, there will be multiple systems in their landscape. So integration suite will be used. Okay. Systems files.
Kishore, if you're talking, I cannot hear you.
yeah, Kishore. We can't hear you. Are you there, Kishore? Kishore, you there, Kishore?
I think
One
we
second.
lost him. His
Yeah,
screen
we
is
lost
frozen.
him. Yeah.
His screen is frozen.
Yeah, he's rejoining it seems, okay? Peter Trainer has joined, but unfortunately there is some network issue for him. He's rejoining Peter. Okay.
Yes, Jayesh is joining. Okay, he's restarting the laptop. It seems. Okay, just 2 minutes.
Also, mein Kiespreispapier.
Naveen, do you want to reschedule maybe 12 hours later?
Yeah, I'll see for a couple of more minutes. Okay, if not, I'll reschedule it. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
Let's wait till 6:18. If not, I'll reschedule it. Okay. Try from different browser, Kishore. Okay. Okay. Yeah, Kishore. Can you able to hear me, Kishore?
Yes, just a minute.
We can't hear you, Kishore.
Sorry for the delay. My system suddenly went crazy.
Can you hear me, Kishore?
Yes, I can.
Now we can hear you. Yeah. Can you go with your presentation, Kishore? One is waiting, right? Can I quickly go?
Yeah, I just. So, you were able to see my screen, right?
Yes, Kishore, we can.
Yeah. First, we can start with integration. So, I think most of you guys are experts on this since you are familiar with BTP, right? SAP's BTP. So SAP Integration Suite is like a part of the BTP only. It's one of the offerings by SAP only. So integration perspective, like we use integration to connect different applications, be it SAP, ERP, or be it non-SAP applications, anything. What integration does is like it will connect and like it will enable the sharing the data between two different systems. Like for example, take one some manufacturing company. It will have one ERP in their landscape. So and also they have different departments, right? Like in SAP, you guys are familiar with different types of modules, right? Like for example, sales and distribution, marketing, finance, accounting. So these are all part of ERP only inside the SAP only. Sometimes like requirements would be like they may be using some cloud application that is developed by their own system. So, but they want to connect both ERP with their custom developed, self-developed application. So in this case, what we will do is like we will be integrating data. So data will be transferring between main ERP systems or other systems. Like it should not be ERP always, but integration binds and integration will be the bridge between the two different systems. You can say like it will connect the data and enable flowing the data from one system to another and back and forth like that way. So coming to the SAP way of integration, there are like multiple like previously SAP used to offer SAP PIPO, process integration and process orchestration. Like now it is like a tool developed by SAP only, but then later cloud came into the picture and SAP also kind of took the cloud wave and moved to the cloud integration. Then they changed their product and as a SAP integration suite. So it's like I said, it's a part of the SAP's BTP platform. So in this SAP integration BTP platform, like we have multiple of like applications inside the integrations with like one for each requirement. So we have API management is there, like it. You guys are familiar with APIs, right? So APIs is like connecting to a system, like I said before, connecting to the different systems in a landscape. So there will be multiple ways of connectivity that we also needs to enable before data flow between the two systems. So one would be like API is there, APIs, be it like some kind of in the SAP world, there are IDOCs and there are RFC connections. There's multiple types of connections will be there, SOAP, etc., and file based. So SAP integration suite comes with all the pre-built connectors that are ready to use, like to enable the connection between a system with the integration suite. So, and SAP also has the ability to connect with like custom adapters will be there, like connectors that are pre-built within the integration suite. So anyone who are willing to introduce SAP integration suite in the landscape can easily configure and like we can directly utilize those features. So one of the main future of the SAP integration suite is called cloud integration, which is generally called as CPI, because like previously its name will be used to be like cloud platform integration. So around that time only CPI like came into a much demand, and later on it became a the standard word for that. But it is now cloud integration, not the cloud platform. Like it's just cloud integration as part of the integration suite. You guys are catching up, or I mean, like any doubts or queries from anyone?
So what you are saying is SAP integration suite basically is used in the BTP platform to connect other cloud applications, or it can also connect on-premise systems.
On-premise, yes, exactly. So like a client must be having their ERP systems on on-premise, like S/4HANA, for example, which is SAP ERP. So SAP and has this feature called Cloud Connector. They release a Cloud Connect to connect on-premise systems directly to the cloud system, because SAP integration suite will be on the cloud, right? So Cloud Connector, using the Cloud Connector, we are able to connect on-premise systems as well. So SAP has built like a standard functionality using the Cloud Connector, like we can securely connect to on-premise system. So that is also some features of the cloud integration.
So
And
for
Mhm.
for on-site systems, on-premise systems, basically PI, PO
Yes,
would
yes.
still remain, but if the on-premise systems have to utilize some of the services or data from cloud, integration suite will come in picture. Is that how it
Exactly,
is?
yeah, right. But like SAP has now moving on from the PIPO. So around 2027, PIPO has going to sunset. Like SAP will stop, supporting that product for the future. And I think extended support was until 2030. So sooner or later, every client that is now using PIPO should move to the SAP integration suite only. So they need to migrate all their integrations from SAP PIPO to integration suite. And for that also, like SAP has developed and like introduced some migration assessment features, like easy migration from PIPO to integration suite. Those also part of the integration suite that also we can discuss later in
Are
classes.
you as a professional actively involved in integration suite full time, or
Yes,
like
yes, I
I'm just
am
trying to
an integration.
gauge your experience so that we can make a
Yeah,
decision.
I'm an integration developer only. I'm a lead developer. That is been like I'm working in PIPO, and now I'm working as a developer in integration.
Oh, so previously, did you work on PIXO as
Yeah,
well?
yeah, I did. Yes, yes.
Okay, thanks.
So I'll be teaching more into the CPI perspective, because this is what uh, that is coming into the main picture. So I will compare some things with PIPO. Like if anyone is from PIPO background in here, like, all right. Yeah, I will take
Yeah,
it as
yeah,
well. So
yeah.
like
Please.
I can comparatively say, like if anyone is from PIPO, why I can comparatively explain. Since no one is here, then I can go with a fresh perspective, like to you guys at least. Yeah. Moving on. So the integration suite also has some like pre-built integration features. If you guys know, like SAP has multiple products in their landscape. For example, we have Ariba, SuccessFactors, and some other SAP products as well. So what SAP has done is like they have pre-built, like Ariba has some business network, like business related supplier details. All those we will be maintaining there. So uh, SAP has built some pre-built integrations that we can usually like ready to use integration. If you are having Ariba in your landscape and S/4HANA is in the landscape, we can utilize the pre-built integrations to integrate the master data. Like we have the business partner setup and all those details. So, and for example, let us take success factors only. For a company has implemented success factors in their land. Success factors is like a HR HR related suite completely, all like from recruitment to retire. All those modules are present in success factors. So in a company landscape, to manage their HR data, one of a client, like any client, they can implement success factors in their landscape, and they might also have the SAP S4HANA as well. So in order to integrate S4HANA with the success factors, like for example, take the employee data as well. So when any of the employee joins in the company, they will be creating their user account in the success factors. They might need to work in the S4HANA as well. So one inside the company should not create their, like from the admin team, you can assume, like create their user in success factors and then create in S4HANA like that way, right? So integration is useful where like once system has access, the like user has been created for that employee, it can replicate integration. We can develop or design an integration that way can employ all the employee master data can replicate from success factors to S4HANA. So integration wise, SAP has some pre-built integrations readily available. So once you implemented those products in your landscape, we can easily replicate the employee master data from success factors to S4HANA as well. Like that way, we might, like I said before, like we may have some custom applications in our landscape. There also we want to integrate that we can develop customly using this SAP Cloud Integration product. So that for that, like why it is necessary, because it eliminates the manual entry of all the like I said before, we don't need to like create a user or in any other application. Once success factors will be the main HR system, and it will automatically replicate all the employee data. For example, an employee has left the organization and his user needs to be deleted in targets like other systems also, that also we can like develop and integrate and seamlessly manage the data between all systems using the integration suite. So we need to develop for some cases, some organizations have some requirements that is like uh, particularly to their organization, like they can develop their custom integrations like according to their needs or requirements. So for that, we have this SAP's cloud integration product. Sorry. So cloud integration. So what it does is like it will create a, I mean, we have multiple pre-built integrations, like it says 3200. Like these are all pre-built integrations developed by SAP that we can easily implement in our landscape. We can just copy and configure according to our company requirements and then enable the integration easily. Other than that, we have this custom integrations as well. Custom integrations in the sense, like I said, we can develop our own integrations and we can transform the data from one target system to source system. Like that way, we can develop our very own integrations. So cloud integration is the main product, like main in the means, a vastly popular product in the SAP integration suite portfolio. So, and we also have open connectors. Open connectors, like I said, there are some popular services, right? Like you say, ServiceNow, Salesforce. So SAP has created some ready-to-use connectors, which is called open connectors. Like we have pre-built connectors, like some services, like if you can say Slack or Microsoft Teams, ServiceNow, Salesforce, like that. We can use the open connectors to connect with our other systems easily. Like we don't need to set up create a connectivity uh, protocol and all that. We don't need. We can simply utilize the existing open connectors that are available inside the integration suite as well. That is the one product. And API management. API management is also like one of the like after cloud integration, it is widely used. We can discuss into this as well. So as you guys know, APIs are getting popular these days. Um, any customer like wants to get data from organization, any client. These days, like applications talk through APIs mostly. And as an organization, we also collaborate with different suppliers or customers or like that way. We can share what data that we want to, data that can be, we can share with clients or our customers. We can create some APIs related to the data that is available in the SAP ERP. Like we can basically, it is like we can create our own APIs and manage it as well. Management in the sense like security policies. Like for example, we want to uh, publish an API to the outer world, like, but we want to restrict to the only limited type of uh, what can we say, like security perspective. I'm saying like only the secure way of connecting. We can have the two-factor authentication, right? So like that way we have the token-based authentication and a rate limit policy. Only the API cannot be misuse it, like their customer, like whoever accessing the API can only limit, we can limit those kind of policies we can implement using the API management tool. So edge integration cell is like a new tool that is being introduced this year only. So this is like an alternative to the PIPO. This we can later discuss. And integration advisor. So integration advisor is mainly used for B2B perspective. B2B in the sense we have B2B business to business messages that has been widely used for the last 30 years. Have you guys ever heard about EDI, fancy external effects, some those kind of terms? Like those are like before APIs, clients or like businesses used to transmit EDI messages, to send and receive the business data. These are EDIs are vastly popular from the 1990s around. So some businesses are still using the B2B in their landscapes, like in order to send a order or place an order or receive a sales invoice, those kind of messages also. Like EDIs will be in a separate format, like standardized formats, right? Like we have ANSI X12, which is only used in the US markets, and EDFACT, which is used in the European markets only. So these kind of business transactions also needs to be like some organizations will be operating globally, right? So in order to place an order in a Europe or place an order in a US, we need to transact in their own. Like if we want to place an order automatically, you know, we can implement integration. Like in our system, we will be using IDOCs, but the that organizations that we want to purchase from are still using EDIs. So that is where we can automate, integration suite comes into picture, and we can utilize this integration advisor tool. So in IDOC or some message, IDOC will come from our ERP to integration suite. And in the integration suite, we will be transferring that IDOC message into the EDI format that is required for us to place the order in the that we want organization that we want to purchase. So main objective of the integration comes here only. Like we will be getting some kind of data, and we will be transforming that data in a way that on the receiver system, the data that we are sending to the target system, right? We will be transforming the data in a way that the target system will understand our message. So therefore, like integration advisor is mainly used for this B2B, business to business kind of integrations only. And also we have some A to A, A to A in the sense application to application, like I said before, SAP ERP to success factors, right? So within our landscape, there will be multiple applications, be it like master employee master data or supplier data, kind of any kind of internal information that is transferring between one application to other application, that we can consider as A2A integrations. And we also have this business to government, B2G integration scenarios. B2G integration scenarios will be coming to picture, like tax related. So every company needs to pay taxes, right? So in some of the countries, SAP has built some, like I said, pre-built integrations. Those features are also included in the integration advisor, that we can utilize the message types. The governments also accept the message in a specific format. For example, if we take Germany, it has some tax rules, and India has some tax rules. So those kind of rules, that kind of message types, that are pre-built in the integration advisor. Once we start using the integration advisor, we will get the understanding like what is the message types, and technically I can explain you, and I can show you as well. Like some mapping will be there, like I said, transforming, right? Transforming in the sense from the source field to target field, that we can map the values. So trading partner management is also comes into the B2B picture only. Like I said, if we want to purchase from a organization, or if we want to sell a product that we manufacture to a company, those will be called as partners, like trade partners. Those are our suppliers, be it our suppliers or our like that organization we will be the purchasing. That those details we can seamlessly, it's like API management only, but for trading partners, like we can manage our trade partners in this portal. This is also included recently in the integration suite, I think last year only. So we have some other features also getting introduced to integration suite, like event driven architecture. Like event mesh, SAP has their own product called SAP event mesh, which is also part of BTP. Event mesh is like event driven, like any of the change or any event happens in the source system, right? Master system, that based on the event, we can in the real time we can develop scenarios, like in the real time that change can also be appear in the target system also. Those kind of integrations also that we can utilize using the event driven architecture. We can develop those kind of interfaces integration also. And like I said, migration assessment is also a new offering by SAP. It includes migrating from SAP PIPO to SAP integration suite. SAP offering some tools, ready to use tools from in order to eliminate the redevelopment of existing interfaces and all. They have providing some tools. It is also recently included in the SAP integration suite. And we have also SAP Graph as well. SAP Graph is also included in the API management, because Graph what mainly does is uh, it will expose our APIs. Like I said, in an organization, they might have multiple products, success factors or S4HANA, Ariba. So we can create a single API, a graph API to be precise, and share the data that only we want to share with our clients. So in the SAP Graph tool, we have those abilities that also we can later look into that. And also, yeah, these are the kind of integrations that we can utilize using the SAP integration suite. Like hybrid integrations means, like I said, those who are new to integration might not familiar with that. PIPO has this on-premise security level that clients have their control over the integration portfolio. But what's with the integration suite is like integration suite mainly lies in the cloud platform. be it Azure or be it AWS, Google Cloud. So client does not have that limit. SAP controls the integration suite area. I mean, in the management wise, SAP integration suite runs on the server, right? That server is will be on the hands of SAP only. So this some organizations might on the security perspective, they want to run their own data in their own system. So hybrid integrations are also coming into the picture. Like I showed you before, right? Edge integrations. That is like hybrid integrations only comes into the picture. So once user has any company has developed their own integration interfaces, they can export them and run in their own architecture in their landscape only in their servers at their places. So hybrid integrations are also coming into the picture nowadays. It's still a new thing, but yeah, SAP has supports hybrid integrations as well. And also, like I said, API based and event driven integrations. Event driven integrations are like ready to real time integrations. If any change happen in a master system, we in the real time we can replicate that change in the target or below systems as well, based on how we design our integration architecture and develop our interfaces. We can, for example, I can say we want to, like in the SAP take example or success factors bit, one employee has joined in our organization, and first what we need to do, like we want to send a welcome email to the person that has been selected. So we can, once the user has been entered into the system, we can trigger a event from the success factors to this event mesh. Like this employee has user record has been created or profile has been created in the that should be the event. And in the integration suite, we can develop the interface in a way that we will be creating one form like how the onboarding experience for that user. He can open a link and fill the survey, and those email we can send using the SAP's integration suite. Those kind of custom type integrations also we can develop using the event driven, comes into the event driven only in the real time. It can happen. So that is also one future. And B2B and B2G integrations, like I told before, business to business and business to government is part of the integration advisor only. And a low code integration in the SAP integration suite, while I can technically show you once we create a trial accounts. So for us, like we can practice in the trial accounts in the next sessions, maybe we can discuss. I mean, we can create some trial accounts that can long for 1 month or so. How we can technical integrations with, how we can there are readily available options inside the integration suite, cloud integration. I mean, we can simply select those palette options and utilize them. It eliminates writing the code to transform the message types. We mainly receive the messages in form of some JSON or XML, right? So in the options available, we there will be very rarely comes the need that we need to write some code to transform the messages. Like SAP cloud integration supports JavaScript and GroovyScript, but that also, like I said, very we when we have some complex requirements, that time we can achieve using those. But mostly SAP options are like palette options, simply facilitate all the available, like most of the needs that we want to do while developing an integration interface. And also we have the security related topics separately. Like we have multiple types of security related. If you want to connect to a one system, there will be multiple ways, like like you asked it on-premise. For in order to connect with on-premise systems, we have the ability to configure and connect via cloud connector. Cloud connector basically creates a tunnel connection that is enabled only for that application to connect with an on-premise application, and also some certificate-based authentication and token-based web token, JWT token, or just basic username and password. Those kind of security-related options are also like we can easily implement in the cloud integration. And monitoring perspective also, like once the integration interface is developed, right, we have the option to we need to monitor like every day. We the integrations sometimes the integration might fail, or goes into the error, or some data has been misformed or malformed data comes and integration the message has been failed. That all we can monitor, and uh, like operations will be there, like if you want to find the error and easily find the error and fix the errors in the integrations, that also we have the easily available options. That also I think we can show you around. uh, yeah, like I said, integration content advisor is only I have messed my PPT actually. That's why I'm using the old PDFs. Sorry. Yeah, if you want, like, if you have any doubts until now, anyone? Sorry, I'm going.
Yeah, I have a bunch of questions. First of all, I'd like to know the course content. What exactly are you going to cover?
So,
can
yeah,
share.
we will be covering entire integration suite. Like, you have this PPT, right? Today is just an introduction, like, standard introduction on it. We can dive deep more into technically, like we can, every one of you can create a trial account, which is in the BTP only, free of cost. You
So
can
is this
practice.
is this training session geared towards certification? Like
Yeah,
after,
like
taking the training, can I take CLD 900 or something? Integration.
yeah, like I mean from the SAP perspective, right? Like after
Yeah.
completing this integration suite developer certification is also there, that you can, yeah, it only covers these topics only. You can assessment you can take after the training course.
Okay.
But I
And
don't.
do I
I
need
think.
do I need to have any development skills? Do I need to know programming or
Yeah,
other?
integration suite, like I said before, JavaScript and GroovyScript are available. Like those are also like not a complete programming knowledge. You don't need to know. It's just a scripting. That also rarely we want to utilize in the integration suite. Like if you have some complex transformations from conditions, then only Groovy script. Mostly Groovy script is only used in the integration area, in entire SAP domain. So if we are familiar, we can discuss a Groovy script basics also in some of the classes. Like I can show you around like how we can utilize the.
So what you're saying is it's nice to know, but I don't have to know.
I think it's nice to know and useful for you to know also. Like it makes easy for you in your future projects.
Okay.
Groovy script actually, we have the whatever the standard palette options that are available. It also has some, but it offers some extensive extra features that we can take use of, and we have the transformations, right? Earlier I said we may need to transform some JSON messages to the XML messages. Sometimes we may want to transfer the format of the messages or a CSV file. So those kind of like in a complex scenarios only we may have to use the scripting GTS. Otherwise, like uh, all the palette options covers most of the requirements basically.
Okay. So after this training, basically, if I do my homework
Yeah.
honestly and do my revisions, I can apply for an integration developer job.
Yes, yes. We will be. This will be like I go with the hands-on training only. Like every Friday, I'll give an assignment. You can show up on Monday. That since you have your own integrations with, like a program at your hands, then you can get a hands-on experience as well. We can go on a Monday. Every Monday, we can plan to, review your assignments and like how you can rectify, and we can plan that way
So
technically
what?
on hands.
Yeah. And what real world integration scenarios would you cover?
Like A to A and only, like mostly, like I said earlier, like application to application integrations will be mostly in the real world projects you would face. And B2B, like I said, EDI, and those are rarely specific to some project types. So yeah, we can standard integrations only we can cover, like API based integration, some of the master data connectivity, and we have this SAP has given some cool feature as api.sap.com,
That's
which
fine.
most of
I
the
want to know, would you be integrating, for example, SAP Signavio, or SAC,
uh,
for example, or would it just be basic some FTP server or some on-site maybe SAP system? That's what I'm trying to understand. But real world,
yeah,
because in the interview they ask you what have you done, so I want to say I've done these.
okay. So in the real time, like we is Signavio and all, like we don't have the access to those systems, right? But like connectivity wise, we don't need to go into the Signavio, but uh, I can say like we have the APIs, right? SAP provided APIs. In the real time project also, we connect to other Signavio, for example, using these APIs only. So these APIs we can like connect using the trial account only, whatever the message that comes there also we can get hands on our training as well. So once the message comes, however the message like transforms, those depends on the client requirements, but like basic understanding you will like once our training completes, you have the knowledge like how the things works inside and how what are achievable using this tool. Yeah, those kind of things you can.
But you don't have, for example, like on your screen, you're showing success factors, Ariba, Salesforce,
Uh,
maybe.
no, so we don't have this. This is related to the integration suite only, right? We will be utilizing these APIs. These are like, for example, success factors APIs. We can get a API key and test systems we can access using these APIs. That's what I want to show you around. For example, if we can get employee master data from SAP test system into the integration suite and practice on that employee data, how we can transform that and how we can connect to the test systems, those things we can using in our training sessions at least. But in the real time project, if we want like we need to get a success factors or S4 HANA systems, those are like very costly and hard to manage also. So integration, from the integration perspective, I'm saying like we need to get the data and we can get the data using these test systems and get some hands-on experience on that.
Mm. Yeah, because I'm new to integration suite, so but because like you said, everybody has to go CPI or
Yeah.
PIPO is going away. So I want to join. My background is in security. I have extensive security experience, but I want to,
Okay. Okay.
I want to broaden my spectrum. That's why I'm taking this. So if I'm able to see some one or two real-time
Yeah, that
scenarios,
also we can real-time experience in scenarios, in the sense we can create some, Salesforce trial accounts and connect to the Salesforce. Salesforce would be the non-SAP, right? External, it can come.
Yeah.
And we can also connect to Microsoft Teams, for example, Slack, maybe. I'll show you around how we can utilize connections also. I'll show you around technically once we started, like how we can utilize the APIs and post to some other third-party applications from our local computer to CPI, how we can using the cloud connector also. I can show you around. It just won't like exact systems we won't be using, but all the connectivity options that are available, right? Like I said, on-premise or cloud connect, SFTP, email adapters, and REST APIs, OData APIs, SOAP APIs. Those all connectivity options we will be covering in our sessions.
Yeah. So
Basically,
Naveen,
the
if
connect, yeah.
yeah. So Naveen, if you don't mind sharing the course contents, I'd like to study them offline and see what exactly I'm covering. Otherwise, this looks fine. Otherwise, Kishore, you've been good. I don't have any other question.
I can discuss with Naveen and share you the course content as well. Like on the day wise schedule, right? You're asking about like what we will be discussing. Yeah, I can share I'll discuss
Because
with Naveen on that.
you showing me and me doing by hand, the knowledge becomes stronger in your mind, right? But if you
Right,
just show
exactly.
me, I'll forget in 2 weeks if I don't keep
Yeah,
watching
we
all the
will be
videos.
getting hands-on only. Like this is just a demo, right? Like once we go into the sessions, like you will be having access to the system. I will show you around in the system only every day.
Okay.
Any others anyhow, any doubts you have? Jayesh or Amrit, Manish.
Manish, yeah.
So Kishore, how much hands-on you will be covering? Like there are different adapters which you have shown. Will we be
Yes.
covering all those, like file
Yeah,
adapters, SFTP adapters?
everything we can. So I
Okay,
can
and
create,
this will
like a
be, yeah, hands-on, right?
hands-on only. I'll be creating some SFTP server. Like I'll show you how you can create your own SFTP servers on our
To
own. I
consume,
can, yeah,
consume
files.
IDOCs,
Yes,
call APIs.
yeah. IDOCs, I don't think we can, but like APIs and IDOCs, in order to send or receive, and we need to have access to the SAP systems. But like APIs we can utilize and file-based integrations also. I can share you some blogs like how you can set up your own SFTP server locally in your computer, and then I can show you around like how you can using Cloud Connector connect to your integrations with trial accounts. Yeah, technically I can show you like you also get some hands-on in your.
Okay.
What
And
about
API,
yeah? Go ahead.
what about the API management? Will you be providing the hands-on on API?
API management, I will discuss with Naveen and confirm you because mostly integration suite only, sorry, cloud integration only we can cover in 40, I think 40 days he has given, like 40. How many days? Naveen, can you, hello?
What's the duration of the course? How long it will go?
Yeah, 40 days we can cover for this cloud integration itself. Uh, going into the deeply technically, I'm saying.
40 days?
And
40
yeah,
days.
40 days. Correct.
And what will be the timing when you will be conducting this?
We can discuss like suitable for everyone at what time, like we can discuss after once we started.
Okay.
Yeah.
Naveen will confirm you every day. Like you can discuss with him at what time and how long and the duration for each day and how many days. He'll confirm with you guys.
So Kishore, On-premise integration should be available to you, no? I mean, so many people provide system access.
Yeah, we can. Like I said, on-premise in the sense we will be uh, connecting locally to other computers, right? Like that we can on-premise SFTP, we can serve, create our locally in our computer and connect using the cloud connector only. The It's just the connectivity type, like I said, like just the connectivity type. Once the message reached into the CPI, it will be same for any interface or any kind of connection. This mostly in the integrations with XML or JSON or CSV is used, right? The connections might be the different, but the data that is coming inside the interface, right? Integration that we are going to develop would be in the mostly in the XML or JSON or CSV files that I can show. Like connectivity is like one part of the integration development. After connectivity established, everything mostly would be same only. You will be understanding easily if I show you how we can transform.
So you cannot show us, for example, BW integration, data services integration, some HCM,
No, no one
GRC.
can write. Yeah. Because those are, you already have experience in SAP landscape, right? Like even for the test systems we want to take, it will highly cost us for
No,
those
the
ERP
system access
systems are
is easy.
available, old ones. Yeah, understood. Old ones are available, but like there's a lot of setup, what we need to do. I'll speak with Navin if we have any, any other existing
Because
accesses he have.
I don't want to say in the interview, oh, I have done connections, I know how the data looks, because I'll have to elaborate on that, right? In the interview, if you are taking my interview, you would like to know what I have done.
Yes.
So if I
Also,
say
like
just
in the real-time scenarios, like as a integration consultant or integration developer, you don't always connect with. I mean, we personally don't involve in the security related things. Like I said, cloud connector setup or to connect with our basis team will be there, right? They used to take care of those things. As an integration developer, we will be developing the interfaces and connectivity based to the other systems. We will be handling, third party or external applications. Those we will be handling, but when it comes to the SAP S/4HANA or SAP ERP systems, you mostly, BTP related stuff, basis team will be handling. It is I'm saying generally in the 90% of the projects we are not involved in the setup, BTP setup, and we don't even get the access to the BTP as well. I mean, as an integration developer, I'm saying we will be getting, access to the integration suite only. So if we have good knowledge or if we gain some good grip on this integration, cloud integration tool only, that is also fine. Like we can attend interviews without any hesitation. I'm saying like since you asked it, like connectivity, it will be a good and external, addition to our resume. Like we have the knowledge and hands-on, but in the end, it all comes to developing the interfaces that the role is for. So if we get the good grip on that we can manage. No issues.
Kishore, will you be covering PIPO to integration suite migration?
No, we still not have the. For that, like I can show you around like developing, but migration wise, I have not access to the PO systems right now.
Okay.
Anyone else?
No,
Okay.
I'm okay.
Yes. I think Navin can give you on the course duration and those details. But technically, one last thing. So like after the course, and if we honestly like assignments, we can go and plan in a way that after that, like, you can develop some like requirements, fulfill your requirements and attend the interviews. Those things I can assure you, like how we can tackle an interview. I mean, technically, I'm saying I can show you around like we can dive through all the options that are available in the cloud integrations. Those technical objects we can all cover.
Kishore, is it possible to debug process flow, iFlow? What do you call iFlow?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay. Will
that's
you be
what I
covering
said.
that?
Monitoring, right? Yeah, first monitoring only we will be covering. Like if you develop and we want to know, right, if it is working or not, we will be doing some testing also once we,
Wait,
you know,
the customization, like the script and all, is it
everything.
possible to debug?
In CPI, we don't need to like, check with the code. Like I said, CPI is like more into the visual tool. With the mouse only, if you want to monitor or debug some information in a failed message, we can simply select some, SAP is popular for low code and no code mostly. So we don't get to do any coding in order to debug an interface. Like
No, if somebody
development
has done
wise,
a, you mentioned about scripting, right? We can do
yeah,
scripting if somebody wants to
yeah,
debug
that's,
the script. So, is there an option to
yeah,
debug?
we can. Yes,
Okay.
yes. Those are some tools available in the world, available to us that also utilizing those only. I can show you like how we can utilize, how we can develop our very own scripts. Those details I can show you around.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, guys. I think Naveen will explain further. Like I'll speak with him as well. With Nilesh. Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we can drop off. Naveen is
Yeah.
not.
Okay. Thank you,
Thank you,
Kishore.
guys. See you soon.